What's up, everybody? It's Dry here. Welcome back to another cast of the RotWK, patch 2.2, version 6. Today we have a 1v1 on boards of Isen II. So let's see what we got in store for us today. We have DrParke as Isengard in the bottom right. And his opponent for this matchup is Eonwe as Dwarves in the top left. So we got Dwarves versus Isen. An interesting matchup. Alright. So, of course, they're both going to get their economies rolling, placing their farms around their forts in a attempt to get it close enough to where it's safe from the fortress arrow towers and still gets a good amount of money. You see it gets 25 and that one gets 25. You can actually position it perfectly to get actually get the number they go for. It's something 90. You can get a 90 and 90 and you can get another 90 something here, and you have a trifecta of 90 something % farms around your fort, which is the optimal placement for farms if you were not aware. I don't actually do this myself all the time. I kind of just wing it and just get whatever's good enough, but that's kind of the optimal way to do it if you didn't know. Anyway, Uruk Pit going down for DrParke. He's going for Uruk Pikemen as his starting units. Generally is not a good unit to start against dwarves, as you might imagine, but on this map you can creep the warglaives with it. But if he gets attacked by some guardians, which Eonwe looks like he's poised to do with a forward mine there, then of course he will have a problem. And of course we have HD edition units, as I'm casting out on the HD edition Resolution Alpha that is not released. I'm gonna say that every time until it's released, just so you all know. Alright. Another mine looks like it's going to be thrown down here from Eonwe. Just looking to surround his enemy in mine shafts. He's not pushing out with just one battalion of guardians, though. Not yet. Patience is a virtue, and he's using his virtues nicely. So he's got 2 battalions of guardians. That would definitely do some damage, and there he goes. He's also probably got a rally call ready to go. Indeed he does, because that's really the only power you want to go for as dwarves starting. Heal and rebuild are pretty useless in the beginning game. And he sent 1 battalion to go after these Uruk pikemen, actually going to stop him from creeping. And 1 at the base here. We do have some Uruk swordsmen though on the field, so they will be able to hold the ground for a little bit. But of course buff dwarves are going to outclass Uruk swordsmen, even if they are on shield wall and hold ground stance. Those are hold ground stance for the buff. The buff should outclass the shield wall, in theory. Guardians are just known for being tanky. As you see, not a single guardian has died yet. And many of the Uruks are starting to fall. 1 guardian goes down. So they're doing nicely. The buff definitely makes a difference. Creebine not particularly always better to go for than Warchant, because Creebine only minuses what, like minus 33% or something? That's where the buff from Warchant is actually 50%. So you actually still get some sort of a buff, I believe, if you're standing in a Creebine with Warchant on. That's why it's not particularly a counter to Warchant or really call there. But it does help, of course. And it leads to a different power tree that might be more in line with what you want to go for later game. I can't remember what it's... Actually, I think Creebine's the middle one, so we can go for whatever's there. Anyway, Eonwe's got some guardians here in the back of DrParke's base. He's got some crossbows and swords to deal with that. He's also found this mine shaft, which has a phalanx in it. Okay, what? Okay, apparently he's opting to completely ignore this forward mine, which I think is a mistake here. He must not have been paying attention, but I would have probably got that out of there. Looks like he's also expanding this way. Trying to get map control and some farms up. Unfortunately for him, Eonwe is over here with some dwarves. Some phalanxes taking on the cave troll here. And they should clean up nicely. You get a little of that invincible cave troll death animation. You still get power points for hitting the troll while you're while he's in that death animation as well, which is why it's broken. It was talked about being fixed. So hopefully that does get fixed, because it's kind of silly. All cave trolls have that animation as well, so it's not like it's just a creep thing. It affects the goblin cave troll as well. Not sure if it affects mountain trolls. I don't think I've ever seen the mountain troll do the swing thing. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. We have a archer range being thrown down. Been thrown down, of course, from Eonwe. He's got phalanxes coming out. He's going to probably go for Men of Dale, as you would expect. Otherwise, why would you upgrade your thing to level 2? So that'll be very good for him. DrParke still got his Urks. He's got crossbows, and he's gone for Sharku of all units. I guess Sharku has potential for greatness here. So we'll see if that pays off. Most players would go for alerts. Especially if, say, the opposing enemy team had a brand. You definitely want alerts to cripple strike him. Or just try and fight back. Brutalize him. But if he harasses well with Sharku, Sharku could pay off very well, so we'll see. Although Sharku is really beneficial to go around with Warg Packs or Warg Riders, as he does benefit those with his Blood Hunt ability. Ally Wargs and Warg Riders, which of course means Warg Packs, get leadership. So that's a very powerful ability to have. Makes harassing with your Warg Packs much better as well, as you would expect, if he's thrown in there for the fun. Alright, Eonwe's got himself some phalanxes, some guardians. He's also got Men of Dale and hobbits. There's the fancy Men of Dale HD edition. They look amazing. Eonwe with the buff and the amount of strong troops here should be able to clean up. Although Sharku has been brought in to take down the Men of Dale. And he's doing so nicely. He actually one-shots Men of Dale with his little dagger. Unfortunately, he's going to have to fly away because he has a phalanx is ready to stab him. Every time I click on a phalanx, look at that portrait. It's psychotic. I love it. Although I do like the new Guardian portrait as well. It's very good. Much better. And it, of course, fits their actual look in the HD edition, as they have that kind of helmet. Which is pretty cool. Dwarves have never looked so good. Alright, Lurtz is out on the field. That should give him the ability to snipe Men of Dale nicely as well. So that should actually help quite a bit. He's gone for Berserkers. Interesting choice. I don't know if Berserkers are a good choice, but it's an interesting choice. It's hard to say when Berserkers are a good choice, to be honest. I don't know when you would think Berserker is good or not. They could do wonderfully, but they could also die very quickly, so it's like, eh. Would it be better to put 300 into a Berserker or get another battalion of Uruk-hai for just 100 more? Hard to say. If you can get a Berserker on an Archer line, they will do a lot of damage. Even against Guardians, they'll do a lot of damage. Look at that. Three in one swing. That's the power of the Berserker. But it'll probably be focused down pretty quickly here, I'd imagine. And down he goes. Proving my points. He's focusing down the Berserkers with the Men of Dale. And they die before anything happens. And that's 300 down that he never even got to use. So I like and I dislike Berserkers. They're a unit you throw in there, but don't focus on building. Like, Berserker spam is not a thing anymore. This is not the old versions of BFME where you just Berserker spam a fort. Although it might still work, but not the best. Especially if the defending army has an army. Alright, Eonwe has cleaned up there. He's getting a lot of forward mines. He's also throwing down his nice HD edition Thorin statue, which is very cool. That's the Dwarven statue for HD edition. If you have not seen it, before. And of course, if you are not aware, you can of course play with the HD edition for BFME 2 currently, already. If you've been living under a rock, that is already available. And it's good. And there's the Hobbit summon. And the Vile Gludrel being used. Which I think the Hobbit summon's already been out, hasn't it? It's still here. Berserkers are doing some work, though. I think he might be getting too many Berserkers, maybe. Although the more Berserkers he does throw in there, the more damage they will do, so... It's kind of a nice strat, but at the same time... I don't know. They take 30 command points as well. They take half as many command points as the Uruk-hai battalion. But they look cool. They got shiny blades. Also, a danger that Dwarves actually have against Berserkers is coming out of their mines with a Berserker right in front of it. As they have an AoE cleave, as any budding Dwarf player will know, you could get your entire army killed just by coming out of a mineshaft and getting AoE'd at the right time. So, something you have to really be careful of. Any units with splash damage could really ruin the Dwarves if he's not careful. Fortunately, you know what? He is careful, and he's brought his army out here well before they got to the forts. The forts? That's not a fort. That's a mineshaft. I don't think there's going to be enough strength here in DrParke's army to break this. We'll do a lot of damage, though. Which is doing a lot of damage. He's going to need to pull out of there. Menadale might bring him down. Oh, dear. I've been waiting for someone to make a Prince Brand for ages. King Brand, rather. And yet, we still don't have a King Brand. He's so common as well. Everybody goes for Brand, yet no one is going for Brand anytime I want to show him off in the HD edition. Killing me. Well, let's hope Eonwe goes for Brand. Brand's not particularly advisable to buy against Lurtz, but... I mean, if you have an army to back him up, he should be okay. A little Sharku. Sharku's very wounded as well. He's level 5. So he's still running amok. And we got hobbits being bought from the inn here. Also wandering around his base as well. So I definitely say Eonwe has the advantage in this game a bit. He's got lots of forward mines. He's also throwing on forward hearths and such. And he's just getting lots of map control, which is putting DrParke in a corner, basically. So he's going to have to fight his way out in a corner. And of course, Dwarves can move an army from here to here in a blink of an eye with the mineshaft, so that's something that's very beneficial for Dwarves. Dwarves may be slow, but they can actually move the fastest across the world. So there's something to keep in mind. Oh, we got glowing out in the field. Very nice. He has potential. Potential for greatness. Coin Slam could be very powerful. Ooh, we got Saruman. Now things might get interesting. Saruman has potential for even more greatness. And there's the Cripple Strike on Gloin, and Saruman going for a Wizard Blast. Oh yeah. That was nice. And now Gloin is going to die to Saruman and Lurtz. That's Saruman level 3. Saruman's already level 3. He just came out of the fort. Not bad. Barrage going down. Ooh, the Uruk Pit. Level 2. Surviving by literally a sneeze of health. Anyone sneezes into that building's coming down. Oh no, Lurtz died. Oh, you have to be careful of the Hobbit Rock Throw as well. Very powerful against heroes, as you see there. For some reason. I don't know why they're so powerful against heroes, but they are. But, I mean, if he keeps Saruman alive, levels him up, he will have a good time against the Dwarves. Much better time than he's been having. And he should be able to push back a bit. It's going dead, though. That leaves Eonwe without a hero currently. But he still has the map control and he still has lots of mines. Let's have a look at PowerPoints and such while we're here. We have DrParke, the Isengard player, Wildman of Dunland, Warchant, Creebind, 13 PowerPoints, 442, 675. And we have Eonwe, the Dwarven player, Barrage, Hobbit Allies, Rally Call, 2 PowerPoints, 264, 1,000 command point limits. So he's got way more farms than DrParke, as you would expect, since he has map control. Which means he has much more troop production capabilities. He can hold much bigger army, and of course he has just more money in general. Saruman is ruining these men of Dale and these dwarves. I gotta love Saruman. I've said it many times, he's my favorite hero to use in Beef Me Too, or Resolution, what have you. He's got the coolest power set, I think. Wizard Blasts are always satisfying, Fireballs are satisfying, his Thunderbolt is very satisfying. And of course, Dominate gets you an army if you use it correctly, so can be quite strong. Of course, Gandalf's up there as well. Word of Power is always one of the best things ever to use in the world. There we go, a little bit of the forward stuff being destroyed from Eonwe. DrParke making a little headway, but the dwarves are still here, and he's just going to replace it, unfortunately, for DrParke, so not too much ground gained there. He's really having trouble breaking out of this situation. I know it sounds crazy, but some Deathbringers would be pretty good. Deathbringers would tear through these units. They got splash damage, they're very strong. You send them in with some Urukai swords or something, and they will just do the business. Crossbows here, taking out some phalanxes nicely. Also some guardians, but I think they're phalanxes. But DrParke really needs to make a push. Also, we have Labor Scum, as you do. I don't know why they're out here, but they're out here. I guess a forward lumber mill was destroyed, now they're going to work elsewhere, potentially. Alright, Saruman's going for a wizard fireball there, I can tell. Here goes a Wizard Blast. Ooh, yeah. Saruman single-handedly destroying the dwarves. Here come the crossbows, though. And Lurtz is back. He should be able to clean up here. Gloin is back on the field as well, but of course, with Lurtz there, he does not want to bring Gloin out there. Not at all. And the amount of troops here. He'll get crippled and butchered by all these troops. All this troops? All these troops. Yeah. English is my native language, I swear. Alright. Gloin has been brought out here with his Men of Dales and his Guardians and Phalanxes. Looks like fire arrows have been put onto the Men of Dale. But DrParke is finally making ground here on the south. And he's also getting power points and such for killing said stuff, which is great for him. He's also got Field of Fires. He's got Wildman Summon ready. Still have 1,000 command point limit for Eonwe though. So it's not affecting his total overall amount of troops he can have. He should really get rid of this hearth. Looks like he's seen a bigger fish to fry though, as the Dwarven army is moving in. Does he have the bat? Yeah, he has the bird. Murder of Crows, it's called. The upgrade on the fort, so he can see far. As you see, you can see to there. There's actually a forward siege works out of sight, so that could be bad. Oh, Saruman's gonna go for a Wizard Blast, isn't he? Nice. Saruman is MVP once again. Those Wizard Blasts are huge. And of course, DrParke's army is pretty good as well. He's got lots of troops now. And Uruks are strong. And he's also got a Berserker backup. Gloin can't outrun Berserkers, look at that. He can't outrun the Wildman either. Down goes Gloin. And there's a delayed Cripple Strike from Lurtz. Well done. What the hell? Well, it looks like this forward siege work isn't going to last. he was going for a battle wagon. Probably wouldn't have got too much done with the battle wagon anyway, as there is a couple battalions of pikes in this army. But who knows? We'll never know. And now DrParke is free to start clearing out some ground here, in there. Eonwe is not giving up though, of course. He's continuing to make forward buildings. That's actually not his, that's a wall hub from Isengard. But he still has forward mines and such, and I'm sure he's looking to gain his ground back as well. He's actually decided to throw the siege works into his base instead. And also, of course, he has a level 3 archer range as he has fire arrows, so it's not shocking anyone. Oof, Saruman is beasting. A new power is rising, and it's Saruman. He's got his level 7 ability as well. 6. It's a 6 ability, of course. That's why I said. He's got his level 6 ability, and it is very strong. A very small targeted AoE, very high powered lightning bolts. Very good against heroes or giant clumps. Can one-shot Black Riders. That's how strong it is. So, it's quite good. And of course, Saruman is continuing to level. Once he gets 3 more levels, he will be able to take control of a Dwarven army permanently. That will be very... Hold the phone, it's King Brand. Finally. He's even got a new portrait. Look at that. But if he stops, we'll have a proper look at him. You see, he's got a similar look to his Men of Dale counterparts. Underlings. But he's got fancier armor. And he's got a face and hair. He looks really good. I love the new brand look. Flawless. So he's going to be very cautious with him. And oh boy. That is not the place you want to watch her. Well, he definitely doesn't want to bring his guys out of there. And goes that forts. I keep calling those forts. Mineshaft. If your fort is this small, I'm sorry. You need to seek one of those fort increase sizing pills. Oh no! Saruman got taken down by hobbits and dwarfs. Unfortunate fate. Is Brando here? Is he dead? I have no idea. I don't see him. Well, he's either dead. It's hard to tell because the map, he's got this shit yellow color that 2.2 has, and I can't tell where his troops are. I hate this color. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it again. This color should not exist. And look at it. It's awful. Who wants to be that shit color of yellow? It's terrible. Apparently Eonwe does, I guess. Ah, the HD Edition Battle Wagon. Driven by rams instead of whatever the hell they were driven by before. Pretty cool. And he got some nice run-throughs with them. It's proper micro. They will do quite well. I think Brand died. Unfortunate. Well, we got to see him at least. So I'm happy about that, I guess. Alright, Eonwe has got himself some Men of Dale, some phalanxes. He's got his battle wagons. Still, he lost a battle wagon there, unfortunately. Of course, DrParke lost his Saruman, which is pretty big. I don't think he got to use his lightning bolt. I'm sure he is gonna get him back though. And he's using Fuel the Fires to his effect, so that's good. I thought they were just standing around not doing anything. They're just queuing up, waiting to deposit. Looks like DrParke has also gone for upgrades. So now his berserkers aren't the only ones with shiny forged blades. The rest of his army can join the fun. And they look very cool with their forged blades. Lightsabers ahoy for everybody. Alright. Let's see if Eonwe can defend against an upgraded Isengard army. I think he should be able to. There's a lot of berserkers in here. DrParke is one of the first players I've seen to really incorporate a lot of berserkers into his army. Which is interesting. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, but it's interesting. They're not good against battle wagons. I think they get insta-killed by battle wagons, so it's something to be very cautious about. We got Men of Dale on the back of that battle wagon. We got the banner on that one, which comes with phalanxes on the side. Pretty neat. Battle wagons could do a lot of work here, if he's careful. This one, of course, is just there to give leadership to his army, which is really what he wants that to run there for. This one, just acting as a Man of Dale. Oh, didn't see that coming. Youch. There's the Wildman summon after the Wizard's Tower. And of course, it's the Fortress Power of Isengard. So he's going for that, and it is paid off in spades. He really neutered that army from the Dwarves. Some of the Men of Dale are still there, but the battle wagons are both dead. So that's a good pickup, because that's not cheap. If you think about it, that's 2 battle wagons for 500, and then the upgrades, I believe, are 500 as well? I could be wrong. I think it's cheaper than that. Maybe it isn't. I'll have a look when he gets one. Because that's like 1,000 each for a battle wagon. So that's pretty expensive. Come on, battle wagon. Let me select you. Here we go. The Hearth. Not the Hearth. The upgrade is 300, and the Men of Dale are 500. Okay, well, there you go. Close enough. It's only 200 off of being 2,000 total, I guess. Basic math for the win. That's an interesting place Siege works. I guess he'll see any dwarves coming to attack it from a mile away, so it's not the end of the world. And it'll keep it from getting earthquaked, I suppose, if he actually managed to get that. Ah, it's Brand again. Wonder who that is. They generally take their faces from somebody. So I wonder who that actually is in real life. Oh dear. Earthquake barrage combo on the base of DrParke. I don't know if it's DrParke or DrParke or Parquet. I'm just calling him DrParke because it sounds less weird, I guess. Could be DrParke. Oh! Brand is trying to bring down Lurtz. Lurtz is playing with fire here. He needs to get out of there. But the base of DrParke is not crippled by any means. He's still got this level 2 Uruk Pit. He's got a level 1 Uruk Pit there. Doesn't have much in the way of army, it's gotta be said. But he still got his economy. But Eonwe does have map control still, for the most part. He's trying to expand, but of course Eonwe's already here. And Eonwe can just pull troops out of there and destroy his farms at will, so it's not a deal for him. But he's trying. These laborers trying to get out of there. Trying to save the wood. Save the wood, save the world. Oh, or not. That's not how it works. Down they go. I think DrParke's on the downward spiral here. He doesn't have any troops out on the field, really. I think perhaps instead of berserkers, if he went warg riders, he might have done a little better. Because there's a lot of battalions of Men of Dale that are just chilling out by themselves. Men of Dale would not do very well against that. Oh, Saruman's back though. Back and ready for action. Although Hobbit Summon being brought in, he needs to get out of there ASAP. It's the last thing you want to fight is a Hobbit Summon. It's a ridiculous idea that hobbits are a good counter to heroes. I mean, it's fair enough. I'm not saying it shouldn't be, but I'm just saying it's ridiculous. And there is the Thunderbolts. Killed the middle guys nicely. Just knocked down the guys on the outer edges. Brand is slowly sniping Saruman, though. If you can get him low enough, you can hit him with a Slime Shot. Oh, Slime Shot's not particularly good against single targets. It does more damage than a normal shot, of course. Oh, one more shot and he might have him. Oh, and DrParke loses his Saruman to King Brand. Glorious King Brand. Even though King Brand does have sword mode, it's still generally best to keep him in bow mode. That's why a lot of people's arguments against, like, say, giving him a sword mode to begin with. It's like, well, he's gotta be super strong, but he really isn't. You're still gonna use him as an archer hero. And that shows in everyday gameplay. No one uses him as a sword guy. Unless you're attacking a building, really. Because otherwise you're not gonna do any damage. But against units, even in melee range, it's still probably better to stay in bow mode. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but most players don't switch them. And the Citadel has popped up right in front of the fortress of DrParke. I think he's going to equip this beast with some catapults. And then he'll start wailing away at the fortress of DrParke. And that'll probably be it for Eonwe, I think. Or that's all he needs, really. That's what I mean. Also, we have the shiny forged blades in HD. Ooh. They look so good. So they have their golden armor as well. As per custom for BFB2. Generally speaking, evil teams have red forged blades. Good teams have blue, but that's not entirely accurate for Rise of the Witch King, I suppose. As Angmar uses blue, don't they? To represent cold, I guess, or something. I wouldn't mind if Angmar used red, to be honest. I think goblins use blue as well, don't they? I think so. They might use red. I could be wrong. Anyway. Irrelevant. Oh, he's equipped masterwork munitions, which will heavily increase the damage done by these catapults. It's cool that you can actually buy that upgrade for these citadels. And this fort won't last long. I bet Dwarves have rebuild as well. No, he actually doesn't have rebuild enough. I guess he hasn't really needed it. If he got a couple more power points, he'd have enough. But the Wildmen are not going to be able to take this down, especially before his fort goes down. DrParke should lightning strike one last time. I guess I wouldn't have had ton of time. Well, there you go. DrParke's fort is gone, and now his builder is being set aflame by some catapults. All he really has left is Lurts, I think. I'm not sure what's keeping him alive. Ah, it's Uruk Pit here. We have unemployed laborers around. The builder's dead. Everything's gone awry. But yeah, I think this game is safe to say it won. There's literally nothing left here. Okay. Well, I'm sure Eonwe will find his stuff here shortly, or he won't. I'm just going to fast forward to the end of this game because there's no reason to drag it out for no reason. There you go. DrParke has lost and Eonwe is victorious. Very cool. Shows some Dwarven power against Isengard. Very nice. DrParke put up a good fight, but he really needed to gain map control, and he just was not able to for pretty much the whole game. I think maybe Berserkers... I'm on the fence. I think maybe some Warg Packs harassment might have been better. Or Warg Riders. Taking out those Men of Dale battalions that were sitting alone a lot. Could have been good. But hey, I'm not very good, so who knows. I'm not giving tips to anyone. But anyway, there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that cast of the Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.2, and I'll see you guys next time.